Are we live? Good evening, welcome to Cole's Place. And you know what? I've started and I haven't got any tissues, so if I sneeze and sniff, don't blame me. All right. Good evening, welcome to Cole's Place. My name's Colin. First one in, if you can give me a sound and picture check. I'm in the new look studio. Look, I've got some new toys. Good evening, welcome. If it's your first time watching, or if you're watching on catch up, Saf, sound and pick is good. In that case, Saf, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go, if I can get it to work. On air! We're on air. There we go. Thank you, Saf. Right, if you're first time watching, good evening. My name's Colin. Welcome to my channel, Cole's Place. Evening, Prash. Right, hang on. I'm just going to adjust my camera, guys. Won't be a second, because that's bugging me. There we go. Right, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit. There we go. How we doing? Good evening, welcome. If it's your first time on the channel, as I say, sorry, my name's Colin. Welcome to Cole's Place. Oh, this camera's getting on my nerves. There we go, that's better. Hope you're all well. If you're new and you're watching on catch up, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. And if you're watching now live and it's your first time, come in the chat, let us know who you are and where you're from and what the weather's doing. Right, how are we all? Apologies, first of all, I did not make Tuesday live this week. As you can probably hear, I'm a little bit stuffed up, a bit nasal, getting over man flu, but hey, listen, I survived. I'm here to tell the tale. But I haven't got any tissues. Hopefully Saf can run in and pass me some tissues. Let's get on your comments. First of all, I'm going to have a look on this phone because I can't see them. Right, let's have a look. Subscribe, there we go. Right, who's in? Oh, adverts. Aren't these adverts a nuisance? Skip the adverts, there we go. Right. So, who's in? Oh God, there's loads of you already. Big thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thursday night, not Tuesday. I know. I'm here. Saf says sound and pit good. Prash is in. How are you, Prash? How's mum? Hope you're well. Trisha, sound is fine. Thank you, Trisha. Do you like my new sign? On air. Check it out. And I've got a Tato's picture. Sounds right. Stuart Donnelly, evening Stuart, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Hi Maria Ayres, how you doing, Maria? Nice to see you. Hope you're well, Maria. Anne Elton's in. Good evening, Cole. Sound and pick is good. Thank you, Anne. And thanks for popping by. I believe it's been a busy day and night on the old lives. I saw Webby before doing his football gig down in Veronica's in Tenerife. I think Rick and Shelley have done a singing one, which I missed. I meant to watch, but I was mad busy, so I watched that and catch up. I think Patrick Moran said Travel on Dave is live as well, doing a Q&A. And I believe I saw a thing flash up, Johnny Vloggers live in Benidorm at some point. Everyone's live. It's all good fun, though. Feel free to hop in and out, people. If you want to go and see Dave on Travel on Dave or Johnny Vlogger, feel free. Honestly, I won't be offended. Because it's not my normal night for going live. I'm sort of barging in a little bit. Right, who else? Trisha, hi Safi, I'm all packed. 12 days to TFS for us, Trisha. We've got 12 days yet. Saf has packed a couple of bits, so we'll be honest. I'll do it the morning before. Brian is in. Hi, Bryony, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to Thursday Chat at Bryony Rogers. Stuart Donnelly, 1 day until Tenerife. Oh, Stuart. What time's your flight, mate? Shropshire Steve. Evening, Steve. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Martin Ross is in. Hi, Martin. He says hi to Colin. Saf's in the other room. She might pop in a bit because I want some tissues and I don't want to leave you guys. Prash, off to Wales tomorrow to meet some subscribers who invited me to celebrate a birthday. I saw the video, mate. That'd be nice. Sander, no. Damien Hooper's in. Hi, I'm deaf in me right ear. Woke up, my ear felt glued together. Oh, mate, get some olive oil down it, Damien. Hope well otherwise. Travel with Taz. Hi, Taz. How are you doing? 19 in. Thank you so much, people. Let's have a quick hello to everyone. Ian at home. Evening, Ian. How are you doing, mate? Up in Bonnie, Scotland. What's the weather doing? Martin Ross lost Chris on Saturday. Oh, nice one, Martin. Loads of people going over this week, aren't there? I know a couple of people from here in Bournemouth who I think are still there. Good mate of mine, Jack and his missus Martina, they're over there in Costa Rica. And I know a couple of people who are flying out on Sunday as well from Gatwick. A lot of people going over. A lot of people. March is a popular month, isn't it? Love the new sign. Thank you, Trisha. On air. Look at it, eh? Like a little studio. Great to be back, everyone. Great to be back in action. Again, sorry I missed Tuesday. Oh, I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened in a minute. Let's get through the hellos. Maria's okay. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, much better. I might not sound it, but yeah, much better. Up and about, mate. Anne Elton, David's at a meeting, can't join, said hi to all. Hope he's okay, Anne. Yeah, work comes, I know that. Tell me about it. Damien Allgood, Saf watch 22 kids. Cheers, Damien. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Vinny, what's happening, sexy? Everything's happening, Vinny. Check out the new sign, mate, on air. Hit the thumbs up, thank you, man. Edinburgh Honest Guide. Hi, Mike. Hope you're well, mate. I was watching a bit of your TikTok live before, and I was going to press the X to go live and say hello and heckle you, but something happened. I don't know what it was, and I left it running. I went in the kitchen to do something. I'd come back, thought I'll go in when I come back from the kitchen, and your live was on for about 10 minutes on my sofa, and then when I come back, you'd finished. Alan Sterling, evening, Al. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing better, mate. Yeah, absolutely, Al. Feeling a lot better, thank you. Bit sniffly, bit blocked up, but I did a gig last night. Got through that, got home at about 2:30. But yeah, all good, mate, all good. Raring to go. Hope you're well, Alan. Hope Jenna's okay. Angry Velo, evening, Angry. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Burpees Kings in, 27 in. Not bad for a night I don't normally do. Webby, boom, the boss is on. How are you, Webby? Webby, listen. Webby, listen. 12 days to go. There's loads of us coming over, Webby. Right, we're gonna come to the, what you call it? What is boozer? Hop and grapes on your manor. Right, we're gonna come and put a couple of bets on. We need some tips, Webby. And you get the red carpet out on that balcony outside, right? Good to see you, Webby. Hope Dawn's well. Hope Buster's well. Webby in the house. Damien Hooper, your fucking shirt. Hey, tonight's shirt, people. Look at that. I thought I'd put one on for you. There you go. Billabong. There we go. You can just about see me. Yeah, it's popping up in it like one of old people who drive cars over the steering wheel. Graham, Angry, you're taking a risk, mate. I've been in hiding from all my exes. X or X's for a reason. No leap year proposals for me. Have I missed a comment there? Hang on, just let me make sure I've got all my comments on. All messages, yeah. Because I think, Graham, you said last week it seems like I missed some messages. But no, I've got everyone. Right, what's happening, sexy? Yeah, Vinny, another leap year passes me by. Ah, right, okay. Oh, that was today, wasn't it? 29th of February. Was that today? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, leap year. So has anyone proposed to their boyfriend, stroke partner, stroke whatever? That's crazy, isn't it, eh? I've lost my place now. Bear with me, guys. Webby, shirt, Velo. Yeah, Webby. Everyone's saying hello. Mike, just testing it. You know what? All I see is people are battling. Just want to set it up and understand it. We can get us all in. Yeah, crack on, mate. Defo, yeah. I'm quite awake. My TikTok's only small. I've got about 370, I think, followers. Is it 500 you need now? They changed it, didn't they? Or was it 1,000? I don't know. Webby, can't wait, mate. Not long, Webby. Get the beers on ice. Saf's looking forward to meeting you, Webby. I've been telling her all about you. Yeah, you and Tim and everyone else. She is absolutely buzzing. Tell you more about what Saf's been up to in a minute. We'll go through the hellos. Burpees King, I'm going to give you a run for your money on who has the wildest shirt in Tenerife. May, bring it on. Get them on, Burpees King. Get them on. Can't wait to meet you, mate. Put a face to your name. Adrian Morley, big up. Colbush Guana, kid. How are you, Adrian, you sausage? Live it up, Adrian. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for popping by. But a bit Angry Velo, everyone's saying hello. And then we've got Lewis Wildman, new name. Hi, Lewis, how you doing? Thanks for joining me, mate. Let us know who you are and where you're from and what the weather's like. Weather report, Bournemouth, soaking wet, grey, miserable, bit windy, about 9 degrees. That's all you need to know. I had a few things on today. I was going to go out and do a video today. I said to Saf, not been well all week. I haven't done a video for over a week since we walk along the beach, which was pouring down. I've got a couple of videos to edit and put on, but I've not been, be honest with you, not been up to it. I was going to go out and do a nice fresh video today because the weather last night said it was going to be dry down here today. Got up this morning, took Saf to school, bucketing it down. Foggy, you name it, we had it. It was, couldn't see a finger about 7 o'clock this morning. Then it rained all day and I thought, do you know what, I ain't going out in the rain. It's not a vlog you'd enjoy seeing. But I had some good things to do today. I was going to vlog it, bit of a shame. So I didn't bother because I didn't think you guys would want to see me battling around in the wind and rain, sniffing in season. So I didn't bother. But hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, weather's going to be dry tomorrow. So let me know what the weather's like where you are. Eric said, "Hi, big lad, been chilling all day trying to shake this cough off." Mate, Eric, listen to this, honestly. Eric was in the gig last night. Eric was working last night at the Dancing Jug. We both work for the same sort of the same bar company, if you like, on a Wednesday. Eric's out of town, does one in a place called Charminster, for them who knows Bournemouth. And I was in the town centre one doing my thing. Both hosting karaoke and what have you. So yeah, good to see you last night. There's a load of it going around, mate. Everyone's got it. I'm just trying to keep it away from Saf because I don't want her to get it because she's got exams and stuff. Hope you're feeling much better, Cole. Yeah, a lot better, thank you, man. The fact that I can actually sit up is an achievement. Lewis Wildman, Northwest England, not raining just yet. Oh, nice one, mate. I'm from up that way. You're from my neck of the woods. I'm from Chester, originally. Chester. Not raining just yet. Send some up for you. Tricia Slater, all good, Michael. All packed for a Saturday 8 a.m. flight. Whoa, that'll get you there, what, about midday, Tricia? Is that right? And you're staying in Los Cristianos, isn't it? Bet you can't wait, and you're there for 3 weeks. Love it. Stuart Donnelly, just for anyone who is heading out soon, the queue for the taxis at the airport is still horrendous. I've been watching the report, Stuart, you're bang on right. The last couple of days, it's been pretty mad. I think it's a problem. It's a threefold issue from what I can make out. Speaking to people who are over there, one, it's just literally volume of people who are landing and are and going. The taxis are generally busy. From about sort of midday up to about 7, 8 o'clock, that sort of window when people are landing and going, the taxis are busy. I think there's been roadworks and accidents on the TF1, which is the one and only road between the resorts and the airport. That's held taxis up as well. And yeah, I think it's that. And I think it's just, you know, there's been public holidays and carnivals and stuff going on as well, which has increased demand around the resorts. So there's not been as many taxis available to go out to the airports. You know what I mean? So you've got a massive influx of people who are arriving, creates demand. You've got a massive amount of people in the resorts who want to get from pub A to pub B and hotel to beach and carnival to hotel. That creates demand. So you haven't got the numbers going out to the airport. And then coupled with that, the ones that are getting out to the airport have got roadworks and accidents every 5 minutes. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. So yeah, the taxi transfers are mad busy. There's always a bus. If you come out the airport, out the departure gate, head towards sort of 11 o'clock, right in front of you, 10 paces, get the, I think it's number 40 bus, the green bus, costs you £3 something, €3 something. That'll take you to Las Americas, Los Cristianos, Anadeki. Check out my vlogs. I've vlogged my little journey, never done it before. To be honest, if I was going on my own, or if I was just going with a mate or whatever, or even if I was going, I mean, if Saf was a bit more mobile, I'd get a bus out every day. Not a problem. I was surprised how easy it is. So you can get a bus as well. Vinny, Lewis Wildman, calls from Chester. Vinny Runcorn. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, Vinny's off the Runcorn. Looking forward to catching up with everyone. Yeah, Eric's coming out at 14th, innit, Eric? Thursday, you're coming out. There for the St. Patrick's festivities. Can't wait. Can't wait. Just got to make everybody who's coming out, right, on St. Patrick's weekend, if you can make sure Eric gets back to his apartment before sunrise, because he tends to get a bit lost. All right? That's all I'm saying. Foggy, how are you, mate? I called just pop in and say hi. I've got to watch Webby's live on catch up or he will kill me. It was a good live, actually. I was watching most of it down in Yordies and Veronica's, Foggy. So, yeah, you'll enjoy that, mate. Thanks for popping in. Do appreciate it. Hope you're well. Hope all good. I'm not flying till late afternoon. Oh, yeah. I prefer the early ones, to be fair. Like you've got an extra day, innit? Tony, London Street. All right, mate. How's things? All good, thanks, mate. Bit nasal, but yeah, all good otherwise. Absolutely fine. Ready for the weekend. And yeah, next week is the preparations, mate. So I hope you're well, Tony. Good to see you. Everyone's saying out to Foggy. Sue. Hiya, Sue. Sorry you're late. Been for a Weatherspoons Thursday curry. Oh, I haven't been for one of them for ages. Oh. Eric, if you're in the chat, do you fancy that next Thursday? A Weatherspoons curry. I haven't been for, oh my God, used to go to them all the time. Used to have the tikka masala with the poppadoms. Oh, nice one, Sue. Hope you enjoyed it. Weather's not too bad in Manchester. Glad you're feeling a bit better. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, much better than I was earlier in the week. Eric, have I heard any more about Joe going? I haven't. I've not spoken to him all week, mate. I'll give him a shout towards the weekend. I don't know if he's give up on the idea. That's Eric's referring to an old mate of ours, Joe, who was looking to come out. But I'll be honest with you, he's in his 80s and he's not the most mobile of people, and we're having difficulty finding him accommodation. Bit of a shame. Temperatures dropped to 1 degree in Dublin. Blimey, that's nippy. Not that bad there. I think it's about 6 or 7 here, Anne. Angry, when I was a young lad around the towns of Exmouth, Plymouth, Portsmouth, Somerset, Dorset, we used to wear some wild-looking shirts, but I can't quite pull them off the same way. You can get away with them on the south coast, Graham. You know what I mean? Just got to pretend you're a bit of a beach boy. Patrick Morin, saying hello, Colbert on Dave's live. Give Dave my regards, Patrick. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. Back early, lovely sunset. Alan's homemade vlogs. Get some pictures up, Alan. Angry Yellow, Subi, if you're still in Spoons, send your location and table. We'll buy you a drink. Yeah, post your Spoons. Roger Channing. How are you, Rog? Hope you're well. Voice is going. Hi, Col. How you doing? We're off to Tenerife in May. Look forward to it. Oh, nice one, Rog. Nice one, nice one. It's about end of May. I'm possibly looking for a trip as well. I don't know what date you go, mate. Hope you're well. Hope the missus is okay, Roger. Look forward to that. Soon come round. Burpees. The weather's glorious as you would expect it to be in Manchester. Burpees King, have you heard anything from the Tony Christie gig? I was going to bring this up in a minute. Eric, I'll be bussing it. Yeah. Stuart on the accused for the bus has been just as bad. Yeah. Right, let me catch up. Funny guy, you left with the only key. Jim McEntee. How are you, Jim? Hello from Monaghan Island. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'll get shouted at. Myself and wife went to Tenerife over New Year for the first time and loved it. We'll definitely be back. Hoping the family keeping well. Jim and Liz. Nice one, Jim. Welcome to the chat, mate. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Over New Year. I've never been for New Year. It's the only time of the year I've not been. I'm always working New Year and loved it. I believe it's really good. Open family keep away. Yeah, we're absolutely fine, thank you. Nice to have you on, Jim and Liz. Shout out, Jim and Liz. Sue's just left Weatherspoons, so we can't bombard a table with drinks. No queues. Alan's homemade vlogs. Flights are usually even Presswick at 5:45 a.m. on the source, nice and early. Don't believe in that behaviour, Alan. You ask Eric. Curry sounds good, both free on Thursdays. Eric, let's do it next week. Pre-holiday, I'll see if Saf manages. Saf doesn't do a curry. People, next Thursday, if me and Eric go and do a Weatherspoons curry, do you want it live? Should we do it live? Why not? Travel with Taz, when do you come back from Tenerife? As we'll try not to arrange Bournemouth before that. Don't arrange your life around me, Taz. Taz, I'm there from the 11th of March and I return on the 21st, which is a Thursday. So I'm working most of that weekend every night, but I'm free in the days, mate. Free in the days. Actually, yeah, and then the week after, sort of leading up to Easter weekend, where I'm a little bit busy. Easter weekend from Wednesday to Sunday, I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 5. I've got 7 gigs over Easter weekend. Mad busy weekend. And then I'll be taking some time out the week after, going away with Saf. So, yeah, but give me a shout, Taz, not a problem. I think if we're on Instagram, we're connected on Instagram. Drop me a message, mate, no problem. Lewis Wildman, 7 degrees, that's not bad, better than Dublin. Trisha, Alan, I'm getting a private... I thought you said, Trisha, I'm getting a private jet. I'm getting a private transfer organised by Jet2 because coach can't get to my hotel, so sorted. When I read that first, I thought you said you're getting a private jet. Kev Stamps, how are you, mate? Hope you're both well. Yeah, not very good here in Newcastle. See you soon. Absolutely, Kev. Good to have you on. Thanks for popping in. 40 in the chat. Thank you so much, people. Really appreciate it. Great to have everyone in. Sorry, Weatherspoon's not a real curry tin sauce. I saw a TikTok, Alan. It's actually when somebody covertly videoed how they make a curry on curry night in Weatherspoons, and I thought it was out of a tin, but apparently they're vacuum packed and they just whack them in a microwave like the old. Remember the old Vista beef curries? They whack them in a microwave for about a minute. They're vacuum packed and they cut them open. Do the same with the rice. Heat up the poppadoms under like a grill thing, and away you go. Out it comes. But hey, you'll eat any old rubbish, won't you, sometimes, you know what I mean? But listen, Alan, I tell you, me and Eric have had a lot worse than a Weatherspoons curry. Vinny, the chicken looks shocked what the cow's been doing to her. That's McPollo. He's now got British citizenship from his shocking past as part of the Tenerife South Airport baggage scandal. We've rescued him. He stays in the UK now. Do we bring him back to Tenerife for a surprise visit? Taz, give you a shout on Instagram when I come down. Yeah, please do, Taz. Please do. I'm back on the 21st of March. Then I'm here then right through Easter and beyond. And if I do go away over Easter, because Saf's on school holiday, it's only going to be for a day or two and it won't be far. So, yeah. Eric, I've heard anything from Jalal about us both being away. I've seen it, but he said Zilch, Lucy away too is going to be hilarious. I haven't heard a thing from him, Eric. He was messaging me last night about how the quiz was going, but I've not heard a thing from him. I think the chicken has had its neck wrung. Take if you're down, Holler, and we'll take round the town. Yeah, not a problem, not a problem. Oh, Taz if you're down, yeah. Yeah, we'll lead you astray, Taz. Take him back to Tenerife, just don't put him in the suitcase. Right, I think I've caught up. Is that everyone? If I've missed any comments, people, I do apologise, but massive thanks for everyone tuning in. If you're in the background, come in the chat, more than welcome. Yeah, so I'll tell you what happened. So Sunday night, right, felt fine all weekend. Did a Friday gig, I did a Saturday gig in the quiz, the games night in the Goat and Tricycle. Felt fine. Got up Sunday, felt fine. I went to do the quiz night on Sunday night. There's a mate of mine who, Eric knows him, Mickey, does a quiz on a Sunday in a local pub. And he's not too well. He's in hospital. So I'm standing in doing a quiz temporarily. And it was fairly quiet. The weather was awful. We only had about a dozen or so people in. And anyway, the landlady, Natalie, lovely couple who run the pub, Ben and Natalie, we were talking about getting ill before going on holiday, and Natalie says along the lines of, "Oh, I haven't had a cold for ages." And I went, "Do you know what? Neither have I. Not had a cold since last summer." Anyway, I'm doing a quiz, and as I'm doing a quiz, I can feel myself getting like, shivery. And I kid you not, by the time I come out of there at 11:30 and got home, I was sniffing and sneezing and everything. And I woke up Monday morning. I thought I was going to be a goner. And I know it's only a cold, only a man flu. I know people have much worse, right? But yeah, that's what happened. See, so sometimes if you don't talk about things, they don't happen. So I think I must have psychologically brought it on. I didn't even go out on the lash with Eric over the weekend, so I can't even blame him. So yeah, it came on Sunday night, and Monday, Tuesday felt rough. Sort of crept out of bed yesterday, took us after school, got myself up and about, struggled through the gig last night, and today's been much better. Just a bit stuffed up and what have you. But it's all good. McPollo, is that not Spanish for McChicken sandwich? It is. McPollo, Stuart, if you go back on Google, about 2 or 3 months ago, I think it's before Christmas, can't remember, there was a big scandal at Tenerife airport. They caught a lot of the baggage handlers allegedly breaking into suitcases, and they got a big haul of stuff that they'd robbed over the years. They reckon, I think it's about €4 million worth of goods, mainly from British and German tourists, had been stolen and put on the black market. And they released this big picture. Of a load of belongings laid out. There was like wads of money, phones, you name it, it was on this picture. Headphones, laptops, oh my God, there was tons of stuff. It like Aladdin's cave. And they were asking people if they wanted to claim it. And I think Chris and Adele, I think they said their sunglasses or a phone or something was amongst it. Anyway, McPollo, there was a McPollo in the, in amongst the pile. And apparently it was a mascot. The one that was in the pile was a mascot for, I think it was a local football team in Tenerife or something, one of the local teams, or a basketball team or something. And it just so happened I had a replica. So we've adopted him and we've named him McPollo after the one that was in the scandal. So there we go. Cole, Alan's Homemade Vlogs. Anne had a real bad flu cold for 10 days. She thought it was COVID but kept testing negative. Yeah, you don't know these days, do you? There's so much going around. The thing is, doing the job I do, the DJing and the karaoke, it's like a part of the job. People come up to you, especially when it's busy this time of year, well, even in the summer. Throughout the night, people are coming up doing karaoke, you're giving them the mic backwards and forwards. At the end of the night, people want to shake your hand and they want to hug you and stuff like that, which is all very nice, but then you're leaving yourself open. There's so much about down here at the minute, it's mad. Hope she's better though, Alan. Hope she's better. Burpees King, not heard anything new about Tony Christie. I'm still hopeful it'll go ahead. Hope it goes ahead, otherwise I waste my time learning some of his songs over the last month. Yeah, the last I heard, Tricia Slater, who might still be in the chat, she sent me a press release thing. Well, not a press release. It was a message. I think Frankie Mack had published it. Basically, the last thing I heard was, and I did check it out today, and I don't think anything's changed. They were changing venue, and last week they were meant to notify everybody of the new venue, but they hadn't. And a few people had unearthed where they'd done it previously back in January with some other artists, some 90s bands. And I don't want to worry a Burpees King, but there was some who are about getting refunds. A lot of people had been refunded, but some hadn't because the concert didn't go ahead. And as of, I think, Monday, Tuesday, they'd still not organised another venue. That said, it's being publicised still on Tony Christie's website as an ongoing gig. So I think it's just a case of wait and see. Stuart saw that amount of stuff. Yes, €4 million, Stuart. Damien, okay, I have to go, but stay safe, Cole. Keep in touch by all. Yes, Damien, catch you over in the sunshine, but I'll be live next week, mate. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're well. Susan McLaughlin, how are you, Susan? Still sound a bit rough. Hope Saf hasn't got it. She hasn't, touched wood, Susan. Not as yet. We're keeping our distance. She only comes near me when she needs a lift to school. She's quite resilient being in school. I think she's built up a bit of immunity. But yeah, touch wood. If she's going to get it, I want her to get it this weekend, and then it's over and done with before we go away, because we're flying out week Monday, so hopefully. Eric Carter, need to find that Hammers Bar. West Ham are playing 14th March evening in the Europa competition. Might have had to head down for that one in Veronica's for the game. I'll ask Webby, Eric. Webby, if you're still in the chat, West Ham Bar in Tenerife. There was one on Vistas Beach, but I don't think it was a dedicated West Ham bar. I think it's just where they all turned up. Stuart, holiday hack, cable tie your zips and padlock through your suitcase handle. That way they can break the zip and reseal it. Nice one. Picked up the new car today, Alan, delayed by 6 weeks as the car carrier had to go around Cape Town rather than risk the Suez. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble, mate. Glad you finally got it. 6 week wait, though. Better late than never, I suppose. Tanks World Burst Food Pub Crawls. Hello, Colin. Been good. Oh, nice one, mate. Welcome. Nice popping again. Hope you're well over in Southbourne. We're going for a curry next Thursday, Tank. If you're up for it, going for a curry. Me and Muck and Eric, we're going to go probably down one of the spoons in town next Thursday night. Go live. Trish's, I'm going to wear my mask on the plane. Too many people with hot air. Yeah. It's true. I've seen a couple of videos on social media this week they've had a bit of trouble on some of the planes, haven't they? People have been kicking off when they've had a few scoops, and a couple of planes from, dare I say it, both planes were, I think both were from Scotland, flying over to Tenerife, separate incidents, had to land in Portugal, and they shipped off the people who were causing and arrested them. Travel with Taz, what made you go into karaoke and DJing? Oh, good question. Money, basically. Simple as that, Taz. I was living down in Cornwall at the time, and one of my first gigs was in a mate's bar back in Mallorca in the day. And then when I went back into it, sort of paid work, I just needed the money. I was living in Cornwall, and I had a full-time job, and the cost of living there was quite high. And my local pub didn't have any entertainment on in Cornwall. So I got some karaoke discs and started doing it sort of half professional of a weekend, and it grew from there. So yeah, and no looking back, as they say. Right, I'm losing my place here. Dave Carroll's in. All right, mate, just home from work. We'll watch the catch-up. Bring on the reef. Not long now, Dave. Not long now. I've lost track. I do apologise. Everyone's telling me they're going, and I have lost track of who's going and when. Is it worth me putting a community post up and saying, put your date to when you're going, if we're all going to meet up and stuff? Because everyone's arriving and going on different dates, aren't they? Burpee's King, nobody should wear masks ever. In an ideal world, they shouldn't build up immunity and all that, but some people are more susceptible than others, aren't they? And so, some people have to wear them out of necessity if they've got underlying conditions and stuff. Nikki, how are you, Nikki? Evening, nice to see you feeling better. I'm late to the party. I'm in Zurich. Back home tomorrow night, a Sunday flight to Milan. I'm getting too old for all this travelling. Oh, Nikki, you're never too old. What you need to do when you've been to Milan, Nikki, is get a direct one, put an extra few bits in your case, get a direct one over to TFS and come and join the party. You know what I mean? Another northerner on the sides. I've got all these cockneys like Eric going. Hate to tell you, Tricia, masks are hopeless at cutting out airborne virus. Yeah, a lot of them are. Unless you wear one of the big professional gas masks. Tanks World Booze Food and Pub Crawls. Let me know when, buddy. Hopefully I'll try and make it. Yes, mate. Yeah, it'll be next Thursday. Me and Eric are just discussing it. Next Thursday, round about 7 o'clock, I guess. Because I'm off then. I'm pretty certain Eric's not gigging. Next Thursday, around about 7 o'clock. It'll either be the Moon on the Square or the Mary Shelley in town, because Weatherspoon's curry, out of a tin or bag or whatever. Tim's in. How are you, Tim? Timothy Dowd, living with MST. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Sorry, just finished dinner. Nice. Got to sort of stuff out, but I'll be back right on. No rush, mate. Not going anywhere. Hope you're well. Taz, love Cornwall with what I've seen so far. Lovely place to visit. I don't offend any Cornish people. I've got friends down there. Saf was born there. Love the place myself, but I couldn't live there. It's too quiet. Might be different now. I know it's busier nowadays, people going down there, but back in the early 2000s when I was there, oh mate, it was okay for 6 weeks in the summer. It went mental. Then come September, it was like living in the desert for me. Stuart, always a few idiots giving us Scots a bad name. We're not all whiskey drinking, haggis munching plonkers that wear skirts, honest. You forgot the ginger bit. Oh dear. Did it. Wait for the TikTok track. Did start with karaoke many years ago with my kid's dad, but didn't get far and he took all my discs. Yeah, I don't use discs anymore. It has it all on a laptop. All things Tenerife, I call love the shirt. Thank you, Keith. Hope you're well. Looking forward to seeing you next week, mate. Well, week after next. It's a little cheeky Billabong number. Nice and comfy. Put my mic down a bit. There we go. Mark LFC, how are you, mate? He'll pass the ball, calm as you like. He's Virgil van Dijk. Nice one, Mark. Hey, we're doing well at the minute. Happy with the lads at the minute. Sending the kids out, doing a business for us. Can't be bad. And bring on Man United. That's what I say. All chatting to each other. I think Webby wants to fight me, Cole. Sort him out next week for me, mate. Hey, listen, Mark, I'll tell you something about Webby, right? Tell you something about him. He comes across this big mafioso Don, right? His manner and all that malarkey. But I'll tell you something about Webby. He's a big softy underneath. His bark's worse than his bite, right? His hug is worse than his bug. You know what I mean? He floats like a butterfly and punches like one as well. Don't worry about Webby. I'll sort him out. He'll have the red carpet out for you. Everyone's saying hello to Keith. There we go. Right. Couple of things I was going to shout out at you. First of all, a big thanks. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody. Last week, I think it was Friday or Saturday, I think it was, I put up a community post. I put up a couple of posts. I put up a post with Saf's mum's sponsored walk. I'm not sure she's had any sponsors. If you haven't had a look at that, check it out. Saf's mum is doing a sponsored walk. This links quite nicely with the two things I want to mention here. Saf's mum has got two babies. She lives up in Essex who have both got autism. And to raise funds for a national autistic charity, like an autism awareness charity, she's doing one of these 10,000 steps a day. I put a post up last week with a link. So I think a few of you had a look at that and dipped in. If you haven't, have a look. Don't have to if you don't want to, but thanks to those who have. And the second one is I put a post up last weekend for a young man here in Bournemouth called David. He's a son of a friend of mine who I used to work with, Kelly. I think he's about 7 years old. And he started his own YouTube channel. It was his dream to become a YouTuber. And he had about 4 subscribers. He started his channel last week. And I said to his mum, I'll put a post up because 1 or 2 of my lovely followers might want to show him some love and support. And a lot of you went over and above that. You liked the video, you watched his videos, and you subscribed. I think he's on 30 odd subscribers now. And Prash, I don't know if Prash is still in the chat, but Prash made him a special video as well, encouraging him, which was a massive, massive thing to do, Prash. And his mum was over the moon, honestly. She was, she says, you're all amazing, and I think that too. So massive thanks to everybody who subscribed to David. If you go in my community posts, go back a couple of posts, there's a link there. He's only 7, he goes to hospital twice a week, because he's got a couple of things going on. And he's starting to do like one or 2 videos a week with his mum, just about how he sort of copes with things. And, you know, he throws a couple of morals in there. And, you know, and all that sort of stuff. Cracking little boy. So if you haven't had a look, go and subscribe to him. Let's get him to 50 subscribers. So, yeah, big thanks to everybody who took that on and subscribed and watched his video. He's over the moon. Another one to shout out. I know Webby's done a vlog today, alive. Rick and Shelley. Rick's done a cracking vlog today about his latest venture. He started off as a karaoke compere last year in a bar in Los Cristianos. He did really well, I thought. It's a hard job to do. People think karaoke hosting is easy. You've got to be funny, you've got to know your music, you've got to put up with people having a go at you, you've got to do a million things. Eric will back me up. Rick put his toe in the water last year and started hosting karaoke, and then he's he's just branched out into doing like an hour's show of his own with his Dick Rapper thing and his comedy. And he's put a vlog up today, cracking vlog, go and have a look at it. And he's sort of at a crossroads debating whether to carry on with it or not. Have a look at it, cracking vlog, and give Rick some support. If he gives it up, I know for a fact Rick will pick something else up. He mentioned in the vlog he's had phone calls. He's an entertainer. If you don't know him on about, me Bournemouth people, it's a vlogger called Just Rick. He's based over in Tenerife. His wife's a His wife's a cabaret singer on the island. Shelley, cracking singer. And but yeah, go and have a look. Just Rick did a cracking vlog today and show him some support. Yeah, cracking guy. And those who are coming over to Tenerife next week will all go and see him at some point. He'll love to see everyone, I'm sure. I've left your comments. Do apologise. Webby wants to fight. Webby, yeah, you'll batter Webby anyway, Mark. Don't worry about it. You won't walk alone on that one, mate. Travel with Taz. I believe Cornwall is the same now with winter months being quiet. I'm on the Coca-Cola tonight, everybody, as well. No funny drink. I know it's not the best thing you can drink when you've got a cold, so no lectures. But it's just nice being able to taste something again. So I went for a Diet Coke, which, knowing Eric, he'll have me back on the beer this weekend. Cornwall's the same now, winter months being... Yeah, it probably is. There's 2 or 3 big towns in Cornwall. There's Newquay, which is like the surfy town. There's Truro, Camborne, St Ives, Padstow. They're all busy. There's people there all year round, but in terms of general living, to live there, you've got to step down again. It's very hard. I found it very hard to live there all year round. I was there 4 years. And I love going back for a visit. I'd go back tomorrow for a visit. I've got mates there. But, not to live there, blimey. But then Saf's mum loved it. She loved it there. All things Tenerife. Everyone's saying hello to Keith. Yeah, if you're on TikTok, everybody, go and have a look at Keith's TikTok, All Things Tenerife. He's been putting some cracking TikToks up over the last few days. Absolutely superb. Loads of Tenerife stuff on there. Mark LFC, I know what he's like, Redman taking over his manor. He can't cope with it, mate, Webby, I tell you. Kevin Stamps, I think the theatre bar in Costa Rica is a West Ham bar. Is that right, Kevin? Never knew that. Eric, theatre bar, it's up by where we went to see the Elvis guy, the top end. We'll go up there at some point. Apparently, Tony Steve's concert due to deposits not being paid to him back in January and Feb. I'll sent you the pic on WhatsApp. Yeah. Yeah, there was a hoo-ha with it. Alan's made vlogs. How close to 4K? Thank you, Alan, for reminding me. There's the stats. Don't know if you can see them. 3974. That was at about 3 o'clock today. It went up by 1 or 2, I think. So I'm around about 3975. So that I'm going to hit 4,000 in Tenerife, aren't I? It always happens. I think I said last week I hit 200 in Tenerife, 500 in Tenerife, 1,500 in Tenerife. I hit 1,000 literally the day I got home from Tenerife. 1,500 while I was there. I hit 2,500 while I was there. I hit 3,000 on a live. I think December I hit 3,500 when I was out with Eric or on Webby's Walk. So this is, it's in the stars, isn't it? I'm going to hit 4,000 when I'm over there. Unless, of course, there's anybody watching who hasn't subscribed. When I get to 4,000, I'm doing a giveaway. Got a nice little giveaway lined up for 4,000. So if you haven't subscribed, it's free. Subscribe. And what was your one? Yeah, 632,000 views on my vlogs. Incredible. Consider last week or so I've not put anything up. I've got stuff to put up. And my watch time. For those of you who have just started YouTube or don't look into it, watch time is the amount of time in minutes and hours people have spent watching your videos, according to YouTube sort of statistic gathering, and it's on. So people have totally watched my videos for 54,000 hours. How many lifetimes is that? That's incredible. So massive thank you, everybody who's subscribed recently, everybody who's been from the beginning, everybody who looks after me like Anne and all the mods. Really appreciate it. We're gonna have a big drink over there, and let's keep it growing. Hit the thumbs. Thank you, Alan. I did subscribe. A great first video. Thank you. Yeah, travel with Taz. I'll give you a spanner, Taz. Yeah, but yeah, hit Taz's channel as well. All over the place. Some good videos on Taz's channel. Looking forward to Paddy's week. There's a question. I've got a question for my Irish subscribers. How many still in? We've got 32 still in, is it? Right. So Anne's still in. Keith's in. Right. People, no matter what part of Ireland you're from, right, you will celebrate St. Patrick's, as most English people do. I've got a question. Is somebody who's not Irish calling St. Patrick's Day St. Paddy's Day in any way offensive? Because I was told last weekend when I always call it St. Pat's Day, always have done for some reason. But last weekend I referred to it as St. Paddy's Day. And I was told by a non-Irish person that Irish people would find it offensive, it being called St. Paddy's Day. But I've seen all you Irish people call it St. Paddy's Day. And I've seen it on Facebook, all the bars over in Tenerife and Dublin advertising what they're doing. And they're saying St. Paddy's Day. Is it offensive? I was told categorically last week by somebody who's not Irish, but somebody who had Irish connections, that that's an offensive term. I don't see that as offensive. I wrote that down to ask you. Thank you, Ant, Rick and Shelley. Get on the Lucasade. Yeah. Rick is a great guy. My first YouTube vlog was Rick. I'm going to catch up with these comments, guys. Rick is a great guy. First YouTube vlog was Rick interviewing me about my mental health. Didn't see that one, Keith. I'll have a look. Get the ginger tea. I can't drink ginger tea, Taz, honestly. Lucasade, don't mind the orange one. Mark LFC, can't beat Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream. Not a big fan of Dr. Pepper. Mark, you're in Saf's corner there. She loves all the flavoured Dr. Peppers. Cheers, Kev. I'll be up that way, checking out a few places I've looked at as I'm planning on going over again with the missus. Yeah, Eric will be all over that. Rick's video today was great. I went through a career change when I was 40 and I can relate to what he said. Absolutely, that was what I was getting at. You know, he's taken a bit of a leap of faith, isn't he? And I think that was the message in his video. You know, does he carry on with the leap of faith he's took, or does he go in a different direction? My answer was to him, try both. Alan, can you put your hand up so I can subscribe? Yeah, subscribe to each other. It's all about virologists. Yeah, great stuff. Gold got to 750 this week. Nice one, Alan. Let's get you 1,000. Subscribe to Alan. Tim Dowd, share to Facebook and Instagram. Absolutely. Thanks for the shout out. Absolutely no problem. Keith, absolutely not. So I'm guessing, yeah, you're answering me question. Is St. Paddy's an offensive? Absolutely not. No, not offensive. A lot of I thought it was right. Paddy is normally short for Patrick from the Irish. This is it. I find it offensive that most English people don't know when St. George's is. Jim McAtee, not offended at all. There you go. So there's an absolute majority there. So I can call it St. Paddy's. But my habit is I call it St. Pat's. I don't know why, St. Pat's Day or St. Patrick's Day. I don't think of St. Paddy's, but I refer to it one occasion as St. Paddy's. And I got moaned at. Yeah, you upset Irish people. You know what I mean? All too plastered on Guinness to care. What was a comment I picked up on then? I forgot I was going to go back to it. Alan, I'm amazed you don't have thousands more, says Trisha. Yes, Alan, absolutely. Same here. Get you to 1,000. Share, and share away. Vinny, I find it offensive that most English people don't know when St. George's is. Yeah, you're right there, Vinny. I know when it is. April 23rd. I had to think then. April 23rd. We don't market St. George's Day. It's all about the marketing, isn't it? St. Patrick's is a big thing. English people, I don't think, are as traditionalist these days. St. Patrick's is a big celebration. You know, it's a big drink up, it's a big party all over the world, wherever there's Irish communities. English people, we just don't bother. I actually went to a St. George's Day night in a pub when I was in Chester back in 2004, I think it was. And that was the last time I can remember anything being celebrated for St. George's Day properly. And they were showing like the World Cup 1966 on the TV, and they had like free pork pies on the bar. But other than that, I've never seen it celebrated anywhere. Maybe we should, but we haven't got Guinness to sponsor it. Tricia Slater, March sometime, isn't it, Vinny? Jim McAtee, not offended at all. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Oh, nearly been on an hour. God, it's flown. Tricia, March, it's April 23rd, Tricia, I believe. Susan McLaughlin, don't find it offensive. Bang on. I'm going to screenshot this and show my mate. Mark LFC, I've heard a rumour called due to your Tenerife tattoo artwork, there's plans to get Tim LWMST tattooed on you next. Is this true? Blimey. I can't have a tattoo at the minute. I'm on blood thinners. I've got another 60 days of, or whatever it is, 60, how many weeks? 6 weeks, 40 days of blood thinners, Mark. So I can't do any tattoos at the minute. I was actually going to get one in Tenerife. I was speaking to the tattoo artist who did that one. I was speaking to him the other day on Thingy Bob Instagram, and I said to him I'm going to book, and then I went back to the doctors last week to get me safe to fly check thing and that done, and this, that, and the other, and they've put me back on blood thinners, so I can't get a tattoo when I'm in Tenerife, unfortunately. I've got to be honest with you, I didn't plan on getting living with MS in Tenerife tattooed. That wasn't part of my plans, but never say never. It's an idea, innit? Get them all done. Scotsman in Tenerife, Macmaster. Thanks so much. Slow progress. Right, blah, blah, chatting to each other. You notice as well, we don't have holiday for St. George's Day. No, we don't, do we? Do the Scots have one for St. Andrews? Excuse my ignorance, Tricia and Scottish people. I've never noticed. Never been to Scotland. All things Tenerife in Ireland, St. Patrick's. It's a week-long festival. Blimey. Or is it a week long, or is it just 2 days? And because you're all that ratted, it just feels like a week. Can't believe it's a week. You don't get anything done, surely. Oh, there you go. Alan, we don't have a holiday for St. Andrews. Timothy Dowd, Tetley Tea could sponsor. Good shout, Tim. Tetley Tea, yeah. That pub I referred to when he did the St. George's Day thing, 20 years ago? It was, I tell you who sponsored the beer, Spitfire. Spitfire beer, because they were giving Spitfire beer, like a real ale, away for free. Vinny, I run a show night every year in the local Legion Club. That's probably the only places where they will recognise it. Legions. And like conservative clubs and stuff like that. Scots seem to support St. Patrick's because it's an excuse for a bevy, whereas St. Andrew's Day just comes to pass. I think that's true for English people, Stuart, as well. You know, we just like to join in the crack. Because from experience, I've been to Tenerife the past 2 St. Patrick's Days. Spilled Coke on my glasses. I've been to Tenerife the last 2 years for St. Patrick's Week. And there are a lot of Irish people out there, a lot of Irish people, but there are also a lot of English and Scottish. It's a fair mix, and Welsh, you know, it's a fair mix. It's not, you know, it's not predominantly Irish people, I don't think, unless you go into the actual proper Irish bars, Hole in the Wall, all them sort of places, Temple Bar. But I did a series of videos last St. Patrick's Day. For those who've not been with me that long, last year I went over on my own. I stayed in Vista Beach, Torres del Sol, and my big St. Patrick's Day plan was to visit as many Irish bars as I could along the way. and split the day into like 3 or 4 videos. So my first one, I started off in the Irish Rover, which is Scott Kev's favourite Irish place over in past San Eugenio. And I went all along that strip along San Eugenio. And I was doing okay till I got to the beer garden. I went in Temple Bar and the Irish Fiddler. Then I thought, do you know what? I want to have something to eat, something that's not Irish. I want to have a normal beer, something that's not Guinness. And I went in the beer garden on the corner, and I got chatting to a couple of the girls who were working in there, and they were doing the Irish jigging and all that, and I filmed that. And I ended up having a couple more than a shove in there. So that put me back by about 2 hours. And then then I went down to Veronica's, and I did a St. Patrick's Day live in Veronica's about 7 o'clock as it was getting dark. And I got copyrighted for that. Every single bar along there was playing dead loud music, a lot of it Irish. I went over to Starco. I went in the Irish Ranger, or whatever it's called, the Irish bar on Starco behind Tramps. Went in all them. And I did it live. Really loud music, loads of Irish music, and I got a copyright on it, and the copyright was a song by Rihanna, who is Jamaican. At least a big dance track, and they copyrighted it for me. So that knackered that video up. Anyway, then I went. I did a vlog then round, round by the Chieftain, Paddy O'Kelly's, Dubliner, round there, all that little cluster of bars there. Did a separate vlog there. That was really good. That was fun. Had a few in the Chieftain. Again, a couple more than I should have. Now, if you watch the vlogs, you'll see me getting redder and redder and worse for wear. And then I went over, I did a separate vlog then. It was dark by now, about 9 o'clock. I went over to the Paz music bars, and I thought, right, I'll do a little vlog along here showing the hole in the wall and Highland Paddy and all that. I did that, and it was about 10 o'clock. I thought, right, all I've got to do now is get myself over to Los Cristianos and do a few round there. And bear in mind, I'd been out since 11 o'clock. Anyway, I made a mistake, right? I went in hole in the wall, got chatting as you do, had a Guinness in there. Fergal Flaherty was doing his thing, and before he knew it, he'd finished his gig, got talking to a load of people in there. I never made it to Los Cristianos, never made it. So the Los Cristianos leg of me Irish St. Paddy's vlog didn't happen. Anyway, don't know why I got into that. Eric's, thank you, Anne. Eric's got his t-shirt sorted. Oh, no, most of England have English people anyway. Always a big thing with mates in the Marines. Yeah. Dressed as Knights of the Crusades. Take my life in my hands. Is that the tattoo, Tim? Portraits over them, and they can sign them and tattoo over the signature. Oh, I don't want their faces on my body mark. Oh, you know what I mean? Get arrested. Thinking of getting a pic of Luna added above the one I had done last time. To be honest, mate, if I was you, I'd get a pic of Luna over the one you had done last time. You don't want a hammer's thing on your body. Trisha, have I got a good outfit for Paddy's Day, Cole? I've got a couple. I was going to do like a little bit of fancy dress, but when if I'm going to be doing videos, I don't want anything too elaborate. I just want something nice and comfy. I've got a St. Patrick's Hawaiian shirt, a nice green flowery one. I've got a couple of t-shirts. So I've got a couple of other bits and bobs as well. Saf's bought herself a nice outfit for the evening, like an emerald green sort of dress. I won't say too much, you know, we'll see that. So yeah, no. I haven't got anything major elaborate though. I've got no fancy dress gimmicks as such. Well, I've got a few, but I don't know if to bring them or not. What are you getting on, Trisha? Have you got like an outfit yourself? The problem with society is that anyone can feel offended over it. Yeah, you're right. The Irish know how to party. Taz, you've not sat at a table with Anne Elton and David Butler. Then you know how to party. There's an old saying, there are two types of people in the world, the Irish and those who want to be Irish. Absolutely. Excuse for the piss up. You don't need an excuse, Eric. Not all in Scotland support St. Pat's Day. It's especially true in the west of Scotland where there's still a religious divide. Yeah, I've heard about that. Trisha's got a dongle and a green and white shirt. Nice. There's a lot of fancy dress over there for next on St. Patrick's over that weekend. I'll tell you what's big, for those of you who've never been to Tenerife on St. Patrick's Day, a little word of warning, right? The day before, it's massive as well. It starts building up throughout the week because you've got Cheltenham races, which is a big thing, and it sort of ties in nicely, especially if they get an Irish win in the Gold Cup. And you'll see, as the week gets busier, Tim will back me up on this and anyone else who's been, as the week progresses towards St. Patrick's, it just gets madder and madder. And there's like it's almost a St. Patrick's Day Eve. I've done a TikTok. I was in the Gaelic corner the night before St. Patrick's Day, and it was heaving. It would just look like St. Patrick's Day. Everybody was in fancy dress in the green and white, and it is absolutely nuts, I tell you now. So those who are coming for the first time, like Keith said before over in Ireland, it's a week-long party. Be prepared for that. Because it's not just one day, it is nuts all week. Have I been on an hour? I don't want to keep you guys on too long because I know there's loads of other people live, and I've been prattling on about St. Patrick's. I don't think I've got anything else to announce. Just update, Saf's absolutely fine. A few of you have been asking about Saf. She's absolutely fine. Buzzing for Tenerife. She's got a mocks this week, and she's got to catch up on a few as well because she had some time off for appointments or what have you. She has been a bit achy with the damp weather this week. It has been getting to her, but she's absolutely fine. She's got a few mocks to go. She's doing really well in them. She's been offered a place today in sixth form for her A-levels by the school she's at now, but she's not too keen on that. So we're exploring other options. We're waiting. She's applied to another school a few miles away, and there's a school she particularly wants to go to sixth form at, but we can't apply to that one till the end of March. But yeah, that's all looking positive. But she's doing really well. Looking forward to getting out in the sunshine. She's a little bit, how can I put it, conscious of the flight, but she's going to go for it. Fair play to her. She's looking forward to meeting all the YouTubers and everybody on the channel. So I think by the sounds of it, she's fell asleep. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for asking. Done that. And somebody asked me last week, I think it was, and someone's asked me on Instagram, after Tenerife, have I got any more trips planned? The answer is yes. I'll talk about it more when I get back off Tenerife. Hopefully Saf will enjoy the flight and she can come with me on some. But yeah, I've got a trip booked in September sometime, and I've also got another trip to Tenerife planned as well. But again, it's a little bit off because I've got to get Saf through exams May and June. Yeah, I've got to answer that question. I can't remember. It was somebody regular who asked me last week, I think, have I got any more trips planned? I've actually got 3 foreign trips planned at least before the end of the year, and stuff in the UK that I'm doing. Saf and I have got loads of stuff in the summer, literally loads. Yeah, so massive plans for vlogs. Now she's getting through the GCSEs. I've got, I'll have a lot more time and stuff like that. So all good, thank you. Right, I'm gonna catch up with comments and I'll let you all go. How's that sound? Saying that, there's more and more people in. If you don't want me to go, I'll stay on. Eric Carter, yeah, Vinny saying so. It's a shame. It'd be actually, yeah, it would be a good excuse. Travel with Taz, I think maybe the one that wants to be Irish. Oh, hang on, these are flying up as my first name is Irish. Not honestly, yeah, we've done that, right, so I've gone too far back. Try a pint of Guinness and Red Bull in the same glass. It's very different, but not sure it's good difference. Guinness and Red Bull. Guinness and Red Bull. I don't like the taste of Red Bull, but God. Guinness and Red Bull. I'm going to have to try that now. Me and Eric will do one. You up for that, Eric? If you're still in the chat, I think you are. Guinness and Red Bull. Mark LFC, them people in fancy dress last time you went, I kept seeing a guy in fancy dress around you in a West Ham shirt. Poor guy must have lost a bet. Good shout, Mark. We'll make sure he doesn't behave like that this time. We'll put him in the theatre bar or whatever it was that was suggested. If Tony concert doesn't go ahead, then I'll be going for a posh meal at Maison Castellano. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that, Baby's King. Just go back a step. London Streets. Tony, are you still in the chat? If not, I'll message you on Instagram. I've just been reminded of something because I think you said you were going to be over there. Tim Dowd staying indoors during Paddy's Day. Don't blame you, mate. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Unless you want a little walk in the morning, Tim. Have a sample of it. Depending on Cheltenham, it gets mental. Certainly does. The 16th also has Ireland versus Scotland rugby. Does it? See, it's going to be even... That's the Saturday as well. That's the Saturday. If... I'm just going to throw something out there. And we need... A decision needs to be... If the Tony Christie thing doesn't go ahead on the 16th, is anybody booking for the Calypso Bar for Michael Levy Jr.? Because that will get absolutely packed. A reminder, if you're going to go to Michael Levy Jr. at the Calypso Bar for his Saturday thing, that is Saturday the 16th. That will be chocker, I would have thought. So if you're going to go, book. Well done, Saf. Thank you, Taz. I'll pass that on. I think she's dropped off. Alan, wish we were there as it's my 65th on the 16th. That's a shame, Alan. Yeah, but you couldn't get out. Tim avoids a tourist during Paddy's Day. Keith, thanks, Colt. Another great live. Talk soon. Good week, exam staff. Thank you, Keith. Look forward to meeting you, mate. Look forward to meeting you for the first time. Eric's off. Got to take Luna out for the midnight walk. Cheeky beer at the jug. Mike sell beers. All right, mate. I'm not coming out, Eric. I'm staying in. I'm going to have some food. Good luck for the exams. Stuart, happy birthday to all those that have a birthday today. Remember, you're only a quarter of your age. Absolutely. Mind you, Cole tries that trick with Mr. Clare and his age. Stuart, how dare you? 25. Evening, Rick. Rick's just in. Evening, Rick. Just got hacking from Hoppies. Rick, your ears must have been burning. We were talking about you before. Just talking about your good vlog today, mate. Hope you're well. So I'm a bit behind on the comments, Rick. I've not been ignoring you. I was prattling on. Hope you're well. Hope Shelley's well. Hope Meg's well. Loved Meg's vlog the other day of the diving. Superb as well, by the way. Forgot to mention that to you before. Hope to catch up with you next week, Rick. There's a load... Rick, listen. There's a load of people coming over next week. There's people coming over en masse for St. Patrick's week, mate, if you've not been following. There we go. Your ears burning. Absolutely right. Magic's in. Magic McQuaid's. Good evening, Magic. How you doing? Don't normally do a Thursday. I normally do a Tuesday, but I had man flu Tuesday, Magic, so I thought I'd catch up with everyone tonight, let everyone have a quick chat. Hope you're well. Appreciate you popping in. 35 in. Great vlog today, certainly was. Where's Megan? Is she dancing? Megan will probably be working or out in the town like she should be. Glad you've recovered from the lurgy. It was massive case of man flu, I tell you. Absolutely massive. Oh, dear. Even though next month looks like a mental one, looking forward to seeing everyone. Yeah, we're going to come and seek you out, Rick, okay? We're going to come and seek you out and get you drunk on Guinness and Red Bull. It's a new, Rick, new drink apparently. Guinness and Red Bull. Have you ever had that? St. Patrick's Day on wings. He says as he spills his Coke. I'm on Diet Pepsi. Getting over the cold. Cheers, Eric. Eric, I'll catch up with you over the weekend, mate. I'm at the Hop-In tomorrow night and Saturday. Oh, there. It's not the worst thing you've drank. Guinness and Red Bull defo, yeah, 100%. That's gone in my head now. Guinness, I can't be doing that. I love Guinness, but I can't be doing the taste of Red Bull, though. Not my bag at all. I'll have to probably neck it in one. Guinness and Red Bull, I would rather bath me dad. Yeah. It's not the first thing that comes to mind that you have with Guinness, is it? We don't have anything with Guinness, do you? Apart from a baby Guinness, you know what I mean? I've never seen anybody drink. Tell a lie, I saw somebody a while back, I forget who it was in the Hop-In, me local. Somebody had in a pint glass, you know them blue WKDs that comes in a bottle? I don't know what sort of drink it is. It's like one of these alco pops. It's like a translucent sort of neon blue, right? They had that in a Guinness glass, and then they poured the rest of the glass with Guinness over it and stirred it, and it looked awful. And they drank it, and they said it was really nice, but it wasn't for me. Not having any of that. I'm not sure if I can do the Guinness and Red Bull. Guinness and a naughty text Red Bull. Is that what it's called? Guinness and blackcurrant. I've seen Guinness and blackcurrant. Yeah, Guinness and Drambuie depth charge. And I've seen them. I've had a couple of them when me and Eric are on a bit of at the weekend after work. We have now and again. If we're on a bit of a mad one, we'll have a baby Guinness. And I think Lynn, who normally comes in the chat, Lynn from Fermanagh, she says baby Guinness. But I don't know. Don't know. Puts weight on you as well, doesn't it? Puts weight on you. Anyway. But we're just about to sit down for some food. Have a great time. See you guys. All the best. Rick, listen, thanks for popping in, mate. I know you're a busy man. I know you got a million things going on. Looking forward to seeing you next week. As I'm sure a lot of people on here are. Absolute legend, mate. Thank you so much. All the best to Shelley. Love to Shelley and Megan and Rolo. And yeah, look forward to catching up with you at some point next week, mate. Okay, take it easy. Appreciate you popping in. We can talk about him again now he's gone. WKD Blue, Smirnoff Ice and Orange Bacardi Breezer. Fat Frog, that just sounds minging. You're committing crimes. I don't do Guinness, but I used to love Sherrigan's, I think it was called. Sherrigan's, what's that? I tell you what, when I was last in Tenerife in December, I was out with me mucker Eric. We were down in Chieftain's bar, the big Irish bar, Chieftain's in Las Americas, and they served, was it Kilkenny? Eric's probably gone now. I'm sure it was Kilkenny, which is like a dark red ale, Irish ale. It was absolutely stunning. It was one of the best draft beers I've ever had in Tenerife. And the shame of it was we only went there the one time during the whole week. But yeah, if you're in the Chieftain, I can never remember the name of it. If you're in the Chieftain, try the Kilkenny if you like your beers. It's a little bit lighter to drink than Guinness, but a bit sort of richer and heavier than like a pint of cheapy John Smith's that they sell over there or whatever. Try your Kilkenny. Beautiful beer. Jeremy Maggs, how are you, Jeremy? How are you, Cole? 8 days to go. Lovely to see you in Tenerife. Jeremy and Gaynor from Chalky. Nice one, Jeremy. Yeah, Thursday night. Thanks for popping in, mate. Yeah, 8 days for you, mate. So that takes you to, when are you going? That'll be you'll be going on the 7th, thereabouts, I think you said, wasn't it? Yeah, cool. Be over there. We land on the 11th, mate. So sure to look us up. For those of you, I know some of you have got me number and stuff. If you haven't, if you're over in Tenerife and you want to get hold of us, if you go on, there's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all under Cole's Place. If you've got them, drop me a message and then I can sort of, speak to you more personally. I'm happy to do that. But the first few days, I land on the Monday. First few days, obviously me and Saf are doing the touristy things. She wants to flood her Instagram with Instagram photos. So she's doing all that. So we're going to be out and about the first few days, chilling out, proper chilling out, stepping down a gear. We're going to do some touristy things. I'll be making some videos. We'll be out and about in the evenings. So we're not avoiding anyone. We're not ignoring anyone. We'll be out and about in the evenings, having bites to eat, food, drinks, depending on how Saf lasts long enough. But yeah, so if we're out and about in the evenings and you see us, pop over, come and say hello, sit down with us, not a problem. I'll be doing some videos as well. In the daytime, I'll be doing more like the edited vlogs of the stuff we get up to. Night times, I'll do a couple of lives. I'll do the Tuesday live, do a bit of a walk. That's a plan. Probably do one Thursday night when Eric gets there. Johnny Vlogger is flying out with us. He's coming as well, for those of you who know Johnny Vlogger. Johnny Vlogger's flying from Bournemouth with us on the Monday. I think he'll be doing his own thing, his videos, though, from what he's saying. Yeah, so if you see us out and about, doing lives or whatever, honestly, drop by, give us a shout, not a problem. It'd be great to, I've met a lot here. It'd be great to meet up with the ones I've not met. Absolutely fantastic. That's what it's all about. Right, another 5 minutes, guys. I'll catch up with the comments and we'll let everybody go. It was a cream liqueur twin bottle. Sherrigan's. Never heard of it. Never heard. Is that like a Bailey's then, is it? Burpees King, I'm looking forward to paying for a lap dance in Veronica's in a place where my parents' snack bar used to be 30 years ago. Watch your wallet, Burpees King. I've not tried it, but I'm told Blue Moon is a nice beer. Never heard of that one either. You're educating me tonight. Blue Moon sounds like a Man City drink. Off Tim. Cheers, Tim. Thanks for popping in, mate. Really appreciate it. Good to see you. I know nothing about football, support cow and beef. There we go. Thank you, man. Johnny Vlogger's link. Yeah, if you don't know who Johnny Vlogger is, he's a unique YouTuber. Loves his karaoke. He's in Benidorm, I think, at the moment. So go and have a look at Johnny Vlogger over in Benidorm. He gets himself about a little bit. He's not as much as Kev Scotsman, but he gets about. He's a cracking bloke off camera, and we'll have some fun. Anyway, unless anyone's got any more shout-outs, questions, I think I've kept you on long enough. Done over the hour tonight. I'll be charging overtime. Yeah, so for those of you who just joined us late, apologies for Tuesday. I was feeling like it, but back on form. I've got a couple of videos I've got to edit and get up because I want to empty my phone. So if you see some random videos going up of random places over the next few days, just nod your heads and give it a thumb, right? Because I want to empty my phone memory and my storage. Here's an exciting thing. Next week, it's what I meant to tell you. I've written it down here. Next week, weather permitting, I've got a drone lesson, okay? I'm getting taught how to fly a drone next week. Weather permitting. Obviously, the conditions have got to be right. It's been awful here lately, so look out for that. So I'll be adding some drone footage onto the videos. Yeah, some videos going up over the weekend during in and out my work hours. Mad busy weekend. I've got a new venue Sunday night to look after. Then I'll go live again Tuesday next week. Back to Tuesday Chat Live. And then I think me and Eric are going to do a Weatherspoons curry inspired by Sue B next Thursday as well. So look out for that. If you're in Bournemouth, come and join us. Other than that, brilliant. Listen, I want to say thank you to everybody joining in. Not everyone, everyone's off. Yeah, thank you. Good luck with the exams. Thank you, Tricia. Listen, everybody, I do pass all your messages on to Saf. We normally go out in the car and I read all your messages out and tell her who's been asking, and she does love it and she's looking forward to meeting everyone. Yeah, so thanks everyone for tuning in. We've had over 40 in, probably 50 in and out. I do appreciate it, especially there's been loads of lives today. Do appreciate it. Thanks for all the new subscribers. If you've been watching and you've not subscribed, subscribe. Loads of stuff coming up. As you can see, Tenerife in a week or two's time. And I want everyone to have a great weekend. Watch everyone else's content and look after yourselves. Massive thanks to everybody with a spanner, especially Anne, who works relentlessly for everybody, putting the links up and keeping out the baddies. Appreciate it, and there'll be a big drink for you in Tenerife. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. All right, have a great weekend. I think no one's asking me anything. Cheers, Cole. Stay safe. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Alan. Cheers, Mike. Have a great time in Tenerife. Will do, Mike. I'll have a drink for you. Cheers, Nikki, Susan, everybody. Thanks for all your input. Thanks for taking part. Have a great weekend. All right, and I'll see you in the next one. Before I go, one thing to do. We are going. How do we do it? Off air. There you go. It works. See you in the next one. Have a great weekend, everyone.